选单阅读器，关闭，按下空格键切换。辅助镜头抖选单阅读器。
I am indeed a student, but I could very well be able to help you.
A few cobwebs and some dust. Nothing to be concerned about.
It was wonderful. I believe I'm really going... That was quite something. I'm eager to get to Hogsmeade. I am indeed a student, but I could... A few cobwebs and some dust. Nothing to be concerned about.
It appears we are almost ready to depart. It's a pity we didn't have a bit more time to spend on spellcasting. I presume you've been practicing the spells we worked on.
I have, Professor.
Well, I'm quite sure I've never seen anyone take so quickly to a second-hand wand. You'll be a force to be reckoned with when you get your own.
Thank you, Professor Fig. I appreciate you working with me before the term begins.
Oh, Eleazar!
George, glad my rather cryptic description of our location did not thwart your finding us.
I've apparated to more vaguely defined destinations than this. Though I confess I may have miscalculated slightly on my first try. Gave quite the fright to some theatre-goers in the West End.
It's been much too long. When I received your owl, I must say I...
Best not speak here, Eleazar.
Of course. Why don't we speak en route to Hogwarts? We have a start-of-term feast and a sorting ceremony to get to.
Wonderful idea! As long as your young charge here doesn't mind me tagging along.
Not at all, sir.
After you.
Ages since I've been to the castle. Would be good to see the old pile of rocks.
大声到有点耳朵快聋掉了。
Just barely.
And who is your traveling companion?
A new student.
New?
Yes, sir. I'm starting school as a 5th year.
How extraordinary.
It is indeed. None of the faculty has ever heard of anyone being admitted to Hogwarts so late.
Nor have I.
Of course, as the other 5th years will have been honing their magical skills for 4 years now, the headmaster asked if I could get our new student up to speed a bit before the term begins.
Well, you couldn't have asked for a better mentor. Professor Fig is not only an exceptional teacher, he's also a remarkably intuitive and gifted wizard.
Mr. Osric is prone to flattery. I dare say it's one of the reasons he's risen so far in the ministry.
Have you seen this?
I have. Opinions differ as to how great a threat Ranrock really is.
Although I've yet to convince my colleagues at the ministry, I believe he is a significant threat. And it was your wife, Eleazar, who alerted me to his activities months ago.
Miriam? How?
She wrote to me about Ranrock before she died, wondering what the Ministry knew about his activities. Before I could respond, I received this. It was the last thing she sent me, Eleazar. It came to me via her owl, but with no correspondence. I can only assume
that she had to get rid of it quickly to keep it safe.
Presumably from Ranrock. I cannot open it. Whatever magic protects this is powerful indeed.
It looks like goblin metal. That symbol. What's that glow? I don't see a glow.
Nor do I.
看你娘，挖的好大声哦！啊，真假的？我这边听很小声。
Wait.
他妈的，因为你没有把它没有把它的声音开大。哦。哎呦！死了 ！Oh my god！ 白痴哦！ 也是。
The key.
速前。
Give me your hand.
啊，他怎么念？
我不记得了，我也没听清楚。
好大声哦，那个背景音乐。
妈的，大了！妈的，耳朵好痛。
You're hurt.
你不能单独调吗？
Perhaps a bit.
Take this. It's Wiggenweld potion. That stuff will right you in a second.
按 G。
最好啦，没有看过哈利波特他们在喝这种东西。
What happened?
Oh, George.
他们是穷学生。
What the hell got into that damn thing? Attacking a carriage mid-air? A typical dragon would never...
Professor? Sir, where are we?
I'm not sure. But that key you discovered was clearly a port key.
Port key?
Port key.
An item enchanted to bring whoever touches it to a specific place.
I'm feeling better, sir, if you'd like to look around a bit.
I would. But stay close. We've no idea who created this port key. Or why.
操你妈！音乐60%，音效70%，对话85%，就这样子。但你还是很大声的感觉。怎么样抽？把魔杖抽出来，快点！我的索命咒。
我先把你腰带的
How far did that port
纽
key
扣打
take
开，
us?
拉链这种。
Farther from London than the carriage travelled.
我的索命咒快按耐不住了。
So, those
跟
rooms.
索命咒是创
The
造
port key
生
was
命
meant
的
to
索命
lead us
咒。
there. I do. This has not been the day either of us
Oh, yeah.
expected. But Miriam sent that port key to George for a reason. And I believe that she, and now George, died in pursuit of whatever it was meant to lead to. If you're sure you're all right and wouldn't mind indulging me, I'd like to have a look around.
Absolutely, sir.
Good. Let's see if we can find a path, however faded it may be.
嘿，跳下去！
Mind your step.
不能跳啊！
哈，不行。
哎，哪里开放了？哪里开放了？
Where do you suppose your wife got the port key that brought us here?
A good question.
哦，我还以为他要自
Miriam
动
spent
寻路
years searching for evidence of a long-forgotten form of ancient magic.
可以下去吧？
Ancient magic.
Yes, a powerful magic wielded by a rare few. Seems to have been lost to time.
那他们讲的话是所谓的英国腔是吗？
对啊 ，British English。
Hogwarts Castle was
这样
built
讲
by
起来突然就很
and is
给掰。
itself a stronghold of that ancient
给
magic.
掰，你叫兔子
I
讲一
don't
次，
说
know
谁？
where
兔
she
子可以
came
更给
into
掰。
possession of the portkey,
真的哦，
说谁给白？
but I am certain it was to do
语
with that
气很给
search.
掰。
Ah, there's the path down below.
也是说李
This
阳的
way.
语气就还是李阳他本人？
But
他说
sir,
你妈啦
不
how
好
is your
说，
wife searching for evidence of lost magic?
很呛
Miriam
很
wanted
呛。
to understand why such powerful magic disappeared from the
还
wizarding world.
还是你说那
Spoke
个
of the good it
英
could
国
do.
腔的那个
But magic
强
is
调？
哎那个妈妈
power. What really matters is the one who wields it.
完全没有在听他讲话。
Is that ice?
It's not cold enough here. It appears to be a sort of enchantment.
Enchantment.
Someone wanted to block this path. Let's see some of that wand work you were practicing.
不是啊，就从旁边
Focus
绕过去不
on
就
the
好了？
center.
摔死啊！
有点绕。是怎样？
就点左键而已。
Excellent.
普通
Excellent。
攻击啊！普通攻击。
还没有进学校就会用魔法。
他说我的状况比较特殊，
That's
Oh,
a bit rougher
天选
than
之人
I'd
嘛
根本就会
expected.
魔法。
就是那个啥、怪兽与他们的产地的那个里面，好像后面几集好像有出现这种。跳下去！
Ah,
哪一种人？
up there.
关你屁事哦！
我没有看那个电影。哎，
好魔了！
We're close now. It's just ahead.
为什么打不到教授？龙要出现了。
Steady yourself. Reparo.
Reparo， 干，太强了吧！
教授很强哎。
太强了吧！整条桥
某种意义上算是时间魔法了吧？
对啊，
Almost there.
Why would someone have built this here?
I suspect they valued their privacy. That portkey led us here for a reason. Let's have a look around for anything that seems out of place.
他干嘛？他叫干嘛？
找东西。
哦，探索废墟。跳嘞！干你娘跳了！
That enchanted crystallized stone again. But what could it be blocking? What's this? Professor Fig!
哦，
How odd. Why would someone have conjured that enchanted stone here?
And how is there a room behind it?
What room? I don't see anything.
There's that glow again, like the glow on the portkey container.
his name?
What？
Godric's
我们有那个，我们有传送了，
Where are we?
又是另外一个港口药。唤醒妖精
你怎么只有他可以讲？
啊
Hello?
Hello，
It can't be.
靠背。
Just a moment. Oh. Wait here. My precious. Welcome to Gringotts Wizarding Bank. Vault number 12,
讲啊
I， presume.
他妈讲出来啊！
没事啊，
Precisely
没事啊。怎么了吗？
The
你
key.
讲出来啊！啊，
Your wife's
怎么了？
portkey.
怎么了？哈？
讲嘛！
Of course.
怎么了？又怎么了？哎呀！
你以为你没在你啦
This way then.
啊？
Stay close.
你猜我那个地台卖多少钱
3块。
？880。
哦，
After you.
梁淑玲的英国腔很可以拍。
Keep your hands inside the cards if you don't wish to lose them.
很小。
游戏的声音太大声，完全听不到他讲话。
我不知道。
How many vaults are there in Gringotts?
Hundreds. In fact, you'll see quite a few on our way to vault number 12. As we speak, we're just beneath the main lobby. The vaults you see now are the newest. Are private entrances to the bank common at Gringotts? They are most uncommon. Only one with great wealth
你
or
搭这个
power
设施是不用穿安全带，
could
你
have arranged for such a service.
OK 啊，我们都会飞的，真的。
You want to take a breath? A what?
好屌！
That waterfall washes away all enchantments. It's a security measure. Experienced the thief's downfall before, have you? Heard of it? These are the lower vaults that we're passing now.
How deep are we going?
Vault number 12 was commissioned shortly after Gringotts was founded over 4 centuries ago. It resides in the deepest part of the bank. Settle in. We've quite a distance to go.
台积电一定会喜欢这个空间，
为什么？
很大、啊。
谁会喜欢？
Vault number.
Oh, number.
Vault 12. Momentous day.
On your way.
Professor, the armband that guard was wearing was glowing.
Like the glow you saw on the portkey container?
No, darker. I saw that same glow on the dragon's collar.
Yeah, what was that? We were just wondering about that goblin back there. He watches over the
Goblin.
oldest section of the bank. Rare anyone
Goblin.
goes there anymore.
不理。
Here we are.
整路真的没有穿安全带。
When was the
Ayo.
last time this vault was accessed?
不小
A
心就
goblin has been stationed at my desk for hundreds of years.
弄不到
In
人。
that time, no one has
为什
visited
么不让我射？
Vault 12 until today.
我想射射。 哇
Vault 12.
Vault
Thank you
12.
for your help.
Thank you for your help. 哈！
What do you suppose we should be looking
口
for?
水，口水
I'm not
不小
sure.
心喷出来了。
Sir, I wonder if you
The
might...
instructions for Vault 12 indicate that I am to grant access to the holder of the key and then close the door. Wait.
Woohoo! We don't have key.
Professor?
That was certainly unexpected. Let me think.
你们要被
There must be
饿死在里
something
面了。
here.
说不定我们在里面生很多小宝宝。
Revelio.
跟谁？
Yes,
Wow.
a revealing
教授。
charm.
妖精，
No time like the present.
如果我的角色是女生的话，
Ready your wand and
再
focus.
回去换角
哎呦
色。
使用滑鼠中键吗？还是滑鼠？
中剑吧
中。剑吧，看起来是中剑。
感觉他们又在讲很恶心的事了。
没有哎、就是空白键。
空白键了。
哦。好了
Revelio.
，Revelio。
There. I saw something.
对啊，对
Move a
啊。
bit closer and try
我三
again.
角都没看到，靠背。
Revelio
Door.
的 door 啊
That's a start.
的
It's that
door
symbol
啊，
again. I don't suppose you see a way
大
to...
I
卫。
do, Professor. That symbol has the same glow as the one I saw on the port key container.
If
Oh,
what you can see
container.
reveals the way
Container.
forward, then I dare say we are about to
Come to the
discover the
offensive.
secret of this vault. Lead the way.
你是感冒了？
我很久之前就感冒了，谢谢。
Lumos,
还没好啊？
Lumos。
this is no ordinary
你如果把
vault.
你的手机拿起来，然后跟他说 “Hey Siri，Lumos” 的话，他也会开手电筒。
Lumos。
Do you think this
那
is
如果
some
他
sort
不会
of
开是
test?
我的翻译有问题哦。
I do,
是，
but
对
to，what end I can't
也有可
say.
能是你的智商有问题。
Stay close. There will be no
又跟智商有关
separating
系
if
耶
things go poorly. Not out of Gringotts.
我不信。
你试试看。
哦，你说离开他吗？
Hey Siri，
不是啊，我
Lumos。
我是说那个
哎，有开了
Siri，
啊，怎么办？
Revelio.
那怎么办
Nox。
？Nox，OK。
Yeah.
嗨呀，我以前念的他完全不屌我，
I
现在
see
念
something up
突然
ahead.
又有。
What is it?
发音问题。
That glow again. On the floor.
哦，是这样。
Lumos! What happened?
When I moved towards the glow, it suddenly seemed as if the ground was swirling about.
Are you all right?
Yes, sir.
外
I'm
面没
fine.
下雨哎，
没有了吧？
You seem to have caused the floor
点
to
一点。
change.
那我可以出门
That
了吗？
statue.
What statue?
那我可以出门了吗。
I see some sort of statue,
那
but
去哪里？
only as a reflection in the floor.
没有啊，去洗澡。
进入那
Revelio
没有说力啊。
I presume this is what you saw reflected in the floor.
It
Do
is.
not go
The
gentle
reflection's
into
still
that
there,
light.
but the statue's positions don't match. Wait. When you moved, the
Oh,
reflection turned in the
okay.
direction of the light.
Perhaps you should cast Lumos.
我明天跟礼拜四都有客人哦。
那我需要放工吗？
不用，明天是 Erin，礼拜四是
Well
Jessica，
done.
Now the reflection is turning towards me.
再下一个礼拜二
It
才
does
是汉
follow
娜，
the light.
还有三。哎，忘了，
你每次都忘记汉娜的日期。
因为汉娜很早定了，她上个月就定下个月的日期，但我想不起来。啊，其他人都是那个礼拜才会告诉我，我是上个礼拜才告诉我。
Look out!
破心
Potato!
potato
Accio!
adio
Defendo! Levioso! Deposo!
哇，教授太强了吧！
哇，
让魔法师把这个拉的。
哎，白痴！哎，不是啊，教授都不让我。好，可以，再一次，拜托。
晕的。
哎，干你！我被他打了。
哇！
三次。
半条血了。
可以。
这个就是那个法环的那个盾法。
啊。
是吗？
盾法。
啊！完了，不见了。
Professor Fig! Professor, where are you?
Professor Gay.
This isn't good. Where am I supposed to go? What's happening? The wisps of magic seem to be leading me some... Ah, that's where they're leading me. That glow again.
Whoa!
Revelio.
Revelio.
This time.
完了，这是要用一个光源让3个人都那个。哦，不对，哎，不用啊，这样就好了。
It seems I have no choice. I'm going to have to fight my way out of here.
Ah!
Potato.
Revelio.
按住 Q。哎呦我的！
Potato。刚才有个姿势好 gay 哦。
什么好 gay？
你刚才施法姿势有点 gay 的。
我觉得都还蛮 gay 的、啊。
看起来 gay 的，天哪！
Revelio.
还不够 gay 吗？这个？消失的魔法师，快跳进去！快把脸塞进去！这不就是邓布利多的那个吗？
大哥，
你可以看到回忆还是？
你说那个回忆哦。
How did you? What is this place?
I don't know.
What?
But I found this floating above that basin.
Basin?
That is no mere basin.
啊，厨师盆。
That is a pensive.
对。
可以把记忆
memories
丢进去里面。
厨师盆。
I wonder.
拿来厨师用的。
不是用。 厨师的盆子，
吹东北风的时候。
哦，要倒水了，要倒水了，因为那个厨师会积水，不是吗？
靠腰，
要不你把水倒掉。
看那厨师人都已经满了，
把头按下去。
邓布利多宴。
All is in place. The portkey is well hidden, perhaps
Yeah.
too well.
查尔斯
I
克
wonder
罗
if the path
罗
we've
克
created may be impossible to follow.
罗西
好像那个
瓦
It
尔
will be impossible
克
for
拉
one who cannot see traces of ancient
拉克
magic
汉
as I can.
啊拉克。
Your ability to see what others
好
cannot
像那
will
个
not be enough
独裁
personal.
者的什么东西。
We are entrusting the one who embarks on this path with powerful secrets, with knowledge others will do
像
anything
圣
to
战组
obtain.
织的人。
Yes, and if we are
啊，
correct,
独裁
Charles,
者落难记
the ritual
阿拉花瓜
the trials will have proven themselves worthy of that
这是
knowledge
宾拉登。
and of the responsibility that accompanies
有
it.
够像哎。
We've done all that we can.
那所以宾拉登死了没？
应该死了吧？
That's what you're seeing. The glow that surrounded them.
Yes, sir.
Astonishing.
Can I see magic?
Can I see
Traces of an ancient magic, to be precise. The magic that Miriam had always believed existed.
为啥你知道？
Miriam, and perhaps George, died in pursuit of knowledge that has been dormant for centuries. And you, it seems, are the key to understanding why. We were...
It all looks rather different than it did a moment ago.
Someone's coming.
Who were they?
I don't know.
I am coming.
But, sir, you shouldn't be in...
不要去。
I was right.
Ranrock.
哎呀呀呀呀！
Seems my reputation precedes me. I was beginning to think no one was ever going to visit Rackham's vault.
And why are you here?
No need for that. Just give me
Avada
whatever it is you
Kedavra.
found here and we can let bygones be bygones.
好丑，
好小只哦，然后长得又是半兽人那种感觉。
They have the key to the vault.
这完全没有威慑力
对啊。
Use your next words wisely.
I only meant that the instructions to Vault 12 were quite clear. Sir, I must insist. I was to grant access only to one with the key, and you'd interrogate.
死了。
I have no patience for traitors. Now,
Traitors.
where were we?
I'm not giving you anything.
Well,
好，低头看塔一
perhaps
下
your
就够。
young friend here will be more helpful.
Stadium！ Woo！
看剑打林教授，真的假的？哦吼，好大只哦！
我看，他们好像真的很强哎。
I know a way out.
哦，哦 yes。哦 yeah。OK。
欢呼
Are you all
笑
right?，
笑嘞，
I've never seen so powerful a goblin.
真的
He seemed wholly unaffected by my magic.
他的妖精直接是念成哥布林
Where are we?
真的、
It can't be.
Can't be. It's
It seems those
Hogwarts.
who set up the pensive, the
那所以
rocket,
所以这个游戏里面有本
path
吗？
to both
有什么
wanted someone with your ability
有本吗？
to end up here.
哦，
Come,
就是
we have a sorting ceremony
有
to get to.
小本本吗？
我不知道哎、
毕
应该有吧
竟这里充满着哥布林呢。
哦，是这个意思、
满街的
啊。
哥布林呢？
但是他们，算了，我不想
说
讲。
哈利波特系列吗？
就是
你说哈利跟马克在厕所里面玩斗剑吗？
斗魔杖
不是？因为它里面很多
曾经有一段戏，我跟哈利在厕所里面斗魔杖，听起来怪怪的。
怀成懂嘛？
霍格华兹的传承 ，Hogwarts Legacy。What key game？ 干你娘了，我击败还是好大声哦。
这后面太久了啦。
你把 BGM 换成
怎么玩魔杖要一起去厕所玩？
对，想去厕所玩而已啊。
你肚
我
子有点痛
没有想去。厕所玩，
你要去厕所玩的吗？
玩魔杖，
玩魔杖。我喜欢盖着棉被，
很像很恶心。
我喜欢在床上盖着棉被
We
玩
haven't
魔
missed
杖
the。sorting
那
ceremony.
个耳笑从那个耳机传出来了。
I'm no expert, but that seems more
哦，
appropriate. Now,
哦，那这样子他可以随时把你衣服给扒光哎
First, I must contact the ministry.
对，
They need to know what happened to George and be warned of Ranrock. For the
随时
moment,
都可以玩
I ask that you
cosplay
keep all that's happened this evening between you and me.
Of course, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you。
Ready for the sorting ceremony?
几点？
10点半。
很早哎，我今天真的做蛮快的。我进步了，我的等级提升了。
什么等级？
Phineas
什么等级
Nightgillus
一样说的。
Black.
欧数，
Prepare yourself to meet the headmaster.
是不是有人在笑啊？
Fig, nice of
这
you
种
to
人尬
join
笑。
us.
布莱
The
克
sorting ceremony's over.
昨天一直说我是代打，我觉得很不爽。
Complications.
哎，怎么会？这表示你
It
技
seems
术
the
成熟
goblin
成这个样子。
Goblins. I've no time for rumors, Fig, and I'm rapidly losing whatever patience I had left. If you're lucky, we might still be able to get you sorted this evening.
怎么这么说呢？这是一个称赞呢，我都没有到代打的成立。
Professor
这
Weasley.
眼睛你不要以为戴着跟哈利波特一样的眼镜就跟他一样厉害哦。
Welcome. You're just in time.
那所以他们吃的食物是用魔法做的，就还是种植出来的。
Imagination，用想象的。
Ah, yes. A bit older than the
cheers,
others,
cheers.
aren't you?
Uh-huh.
You come here with preferences and preconceptions. Certain expectations. I'm looking forward to meeting my professors and learning all I can at Hogwarts. Hogwarts has much to offer a dedicated student. And what you learn in class will prepare you for challenges outside the classroom as well. I wonder.
刚应该要选冒险，是不是？
I detect something in you. A certain sense
鼓掌中文一次。
What is it?
野心、胆识还是野心？哪一个比较好？
好奇心吧。
好奇心吗？好。
A desire to learn?
干你娘，怎么越来越变好学生的感觉了
？You're
妙丽
clever
就是妙丽。
太慢嘞。
ability to reflect clearly on that which puzzles others, and you've a ready mind, quick to learn. Perhaps you belong in Ravenclaw.
哎，莱文克劳哎，
我还可以选别的哎。
选啊选啊选啊！
这样会不会得罪人家？我干，赫夫帕夫、史莱哲林跟格莱芬多。
格莱芬多加10分。
这个是狡猾，狡猾是你啊，狡猾。
狡猾。胸怀野心，
有力量，
力量，
最适合你了。
就这个了，
很容易被 QB 带走。
真假的啦？
我怎么知道呢？
接受。分门别类。
You belong in Slytherin.
哇，笑成那样。哦，没啊。今天晚上就开干。
And one more thing. Due to the unfortunate injury on the pitch in last spring's final, this year's Quidditch season has been cancelled. Enough! It's not as though I've banned flying altogether. But don't tempt me. You are here to focus on your academic futures. I'm sure you will have plenty to do before classes begin tomorrow. I said, I'm sure you all have plenty to do before classes begin tomorrow.
他小啊，
连食物都不能吃，可怜啊。
It's lovely to meet you. I'm
Professor Weasley. Would you be so kind as to show our new student to their common room?
I shall see to it, sir. As I was saying, I'm Professor Weasley. Pleased to meet you.
Nice to meet you as well, Professor.
As Deputy Headmistress, it is my distinct honor to show you to your common room. Right this way. It's quite uncommon for a student to begin as a fifth year. It may be a bit of a challenge, but one I'm sure you're up for.
一脸鸡掰笑呢，妈
I can
的
be！ quite resourceful.
I suspected as
教
much.
授，
This is the entrance to the
教授
Slytherin
在
common.
带
In
我
order to enter, one must
了
simply
解学
state
校
the
时，
correct password.
点点点点点点。
Aspiration.
On Hub
Very well. Aspiration.
Aspiration. Snake.
对，好恶心哦！
你妈才恶心。
Well
你
done.
最恶心。
Now, go on in and get some sleep. You have a big day ahead of you tomorrow. I shall be back in the morning to collect you for your first class.
为什么？
Thank you, Professor Weasley.
You're welcome. I hope
干
you
你俩
enjoy
交易
your
厅
first
看起来
night
太
at
可怕了吧？
Hogwarts. Sleep well.
干你睡在教育厅了，根本你不
我的房
是睡宿舍吗？
间呢？
你宿舍呢？跟你睡教育厅了，那也太可怜了吧！
看来我变成魔王也不是没有原因的嘛。哦，我有房间了。
Looks like everyone's gone. Let's head to the common room.
对啊。
Revelio.
危险人物。
哎，有东西可以吃哎。
你不要偷吃别人水果了。
可以啦。没东西了。
Revelio.
可恶。
I suppose some introductions are in order.
Must be different. Starting Hogwarts in your 5th year.
Mother was furious when she set the table.
They're lucky they didn't end up as dragon food.
I managed to conjure a hedgehog once, but it disappeared after a few minutes.
At the end of the sorting ceremony last night.
I'm dreading taking my transfiguration out.
A little room,
Absolutely
everyone.
dreading it.
Let them
I'd
through.
rather jinx myself than have to explain reasons for the exceptions to Gamp's law.
My cousin was transfigured into a
Revelio.
Took hours to get her to come out from under the bed.
不是
Lumos
现形是怎样？
白痴哦！
My mother adored
看，你看，太可怜了吧？你们的太暗了吧？哎呦呀！哎，看来我还是比较厉害一点的。哎呀
That is not helpful. Can I help you? Oh, you're the new 5th year. I'm Sebastian Sallow. Welcome to Slytherin.
Thank you.
Not everyone has a
Sallow.
ministry escort to school.
Sallow.
He was a friend of Professor Fig's who merely joined us for the ride.
Still, impressive. Dreadful way to go, poor fellow. Glad you and Fig are all right.
It was dreadful, certainly, but quite an experience nonetheless.
Interesting perspective. How did you and Fig manage to escape?
It's all still a bit of a blur, to be honest.
Didn't mean to press. You just get yourself settled. We can talk more later.
太 nice 了吧？
What book were you reading?
A spell book I picked up. Has a few interesting things, but not exactly what I was looking for. I'm sure you'll find out soon enough. But not every spell you may need can be found in our assigned textbooks.
Are you saying some spells aren't taught at Hogwarts? Which ones?
Seems I may have met a kindred spirit. That is a conversation for another time. It was good meeting you. Good luck today.
他强迫我结束会对话，好丑。还行哦，这个看起来有点像《三道猴子》里面那个，三道猴子》里面的女生。
不太像啊。
很抹了啦。
他好像有看到皮肤，爱看。
If you do that, you'll lose. Trust me. Ugh, not going to move there, are you?
Here, watch this.
Don't say I didn't warn you. Checkmate.
Checkmate.
Told you.
Reyes， 好丑哦。
They should have listened to me. Ah, I know who you are. You're the new Slytherin, the one who barged in with Professor Fig last night. Interesting tactic on your first day, taking all the attention away from the first years.
都是会战吗？
I'm Imelda, by the way. Shame I wasn't with you in Fig. I could have lured that dragon away. My skills on a broom are legendary.
不知道啊。
Perhaps Professor Fig's friend would have survived if we'd had your help.
Precisely. Perhaps one of these days I'll show you a thing or two about flying. I can teach you more than Kogawa ever could. Speaking of which, I'd like to get in some time on my broom before classes.
我吹头发，你把麦克风关掉。
收不到音啊。
快点！
Do you have a lot of time to fly during school?
I make the time. There's nothing like swerving through the spires of the castle and around the Quidditch pitch to clear the mind.
Are you a keen Wizard chess fan? You knew that boy was going to lose the match.
Not really. Much too sedate a pastime for me. Also, it's simply not that challenging. The moves are always so obvious. Why does no one else see it?
Goodbye, Imelda.
Nice meeting you.
又狂干。
Lumos.
Mermaid.
I think I heard one. Doubt mermaids find us that interesting. Ah, based on all the chatter when you entered the common room, I'm guessing you're the new 5th year. I'm Ominous. Ominous Gaunt.
Nice to meet you, Ominous.
Well, you certainly had a memorable arrival.
Well, if I'm going to make my mark here, I had to start right away.
You're definitely in the right house. Do let me know if I can be of any help as you navigate your first days here, though I doubt you'll need it.
他是瞎了呗。
Were you expecting to be sorted into Slytherin?
Most certainly. My family on my father's side are direct descendants of Salazar Slytherin, one of the 4 founders of Hogwarts. Not something I'm especially proud of, mind you. He was obsessed with blood status, a pure-blood maniac. Unfortunately, most of his descendants do not fall far from that tree.
Did that student say he thought he heard a mermaid?
Yes, but I've never heard of a mermaid showing up outside our common room window. It is fun to play along, though. Been known to keep some first years on the lookout for hours.
Thank you, Ominous. Very nice to meet you.
Pleasure was all mine. Don't be a stranger.
Is the new 5th year Slytherin in here? Professor Weasley's waiting for you just by the stairs.
Lumos.
Oh. I don't trust any of the boys. You find one venomous tentacular on your pillow and you don't soon forget.
他在枕头上面放毒触手。
毒畜生。
城里人真会玩。
啊？
真的会玩。
Revelio.
Revelio.
Good morning. I trust you're ready for your first day at Hogwarts?
I've been dreaming of this day for a long time. Can't believe I'm here.
Well, you are here. Make the most of it. You only have one first day at Hogwarts. Now, in light of your unique situation, joining us as a 5th year, you'll need to catch up with your classmates and not fall behind. Especially as you'll be expected to complete your OWLs at the end of the year.
OWLs?
Yes, your ordinary wizarding level exams. They will determine what type of career you can have when you leave here. After much discussion with the headmaster and the Department of Magical Education at the Ministry, we've devised something extraordinary to ensure your success. Here you are.
Etchy.
Etchy.
Etchy 书。
真的是不错呢。
看完了。
What is it?
It is a wizard's field guide. It will help you to keep track of what you are learning so that you master all that's expected of a 5th year. You would be wise to take full advantage of this exceptionally valuable resource.
好，谢谢。
Thank you, Professor, but what do you mean it will keep track of what I'm learning?
Perhaps seeing it in action will answer any questions you may have. Walk with me and we shall put it to the test. This way. I certainly would have appreciated something like the field guide when I was a student. Using the guide will also train you to be alert to your surroundings.
Revelio.
The guide will give you opportunities to practice your magic and educate yourself about wizarding lore. Do keep up. Why don't you cast Revelio and see what details the field guide can provide?
哦，水怪雕像。
哦吼。实战指南。哦。好像怪。
Clever.
Revelio.
Keep your eyes open for more opportunities like that, inside and outside of the castle.
干，他已经先穿出来了，靠北啊。Lumos， 哎 ，Avada Kedavra，
好难听哦！
哎，你妈啦，怎么好难听 ？Avada Kedavra。
Ah, good timing. Perfect opportunity to show you how to use flue flames to get around a bit quicker. Your field guide contains a map of the castle. Open it up and find Central Hall.
Ah. Ah. 大小。选择大理石。哦。
但这还要找制服哦，太累了吧？
卫斯理教授说他还有更多东西想要给我看。耶、
我看你到
是不是想？
哦，传送过去。哎，等一下。
嗯，
我应该这样随便乱跑的吗？
应该可以吧？开放世界不是吗？
哦，他出现了。
The time saver. These stairs lead directly to Central Hall. You can get almost anywhere in the castle quickly from Central Hall. Always something happening here. It's the heart of the hive, our King's Cross station.
Revelio.
That should be all for now. You'll be expected to attend both Charms and Defense Against the Dark Arts classes today. And I'd like to be sure you get to Hogsmeade as soon as possible to replace the supplies you lost on the way here.
You mentioned Hogsmeade, Professor.
Hogsmeade is the only all-wizarding village in Britain and is home to an array of shops and pubs. You should be able to find all of the school supplies you require in Hogsmeade. You will also, I imagine, enjoy many a butterbeer there with friends in due course.
Can you tell me more about the Defense Against the Dark Arts class?
Defense Against the Dark Arts, as the name implies, focuses on how to defend oneself against the evils that lurk beyond these walls. A mastery of Defense Against the Dark Arts is required for those who aspire to become aurors. Fortunately, we are lucky to have the ever-gifted Professor Hecat in charge of our students' education in that regard.
What will I learn in Charms class?
Exactly what you might expect. Spells, charms, jinxes, all terribly useful. I think you will enjoy Professor Ronan. He's a clever and entertaining wizard, and a talented teacher.
Thank you, Professor Weasley.
A lot to absorb on your first day, and you have much to learn. Happily, your professors have agreed to create additional assignments for you outside of class. You'll be up to speed in no time. Judging by your adept use of Revelio earlier, I'd say Professor Fig succeeded in at least showing you the basics.
He did, Professor.
He's been terribly vague as to the events preceding your arrival, specifically about what happened after that awful dragon attack. My suspicion is that there's more to the story than a search for belongings and an extended trip up to the castle.
We did take a bit of a detour on the way here. Ended up exploring some ruins and... I shouldn't say more.
Exploring ruins? Well, I presume Professor Fig has his reasons for keeping the details to himself for now. Speak of the devil, Professor Fig. Your ears must have been burning.
Oh?
Yes. You seem to have provided our new fifth year with a solid foundation in the basics of spellcasting.
Ah, I'm afraid I can't take all the credit there, Professor. They've a rare aptitude for magic, it seems.
Well, I'm just glad you both arrived in one piece. perfectly good boats and carriages to Hogwarts, and you chose to fly in the path of a dragon.
I wouldn't say I chose the dragon's path, Professor. Rather unfortunately, it would seem that it chose us.
Very well. Enough chit-chat. I need to get to class myself. Might I rely on you, Professor Fig, to explain the details of the field guide's map?
干是要教多少个人？是要多少个人来教我啊？
Good luck today.
你就是学
And
生啊，
remember to use your field guide.
合理吧？
就跟你大学高中的时候
1
啊
个，小时还在丘多利亚读呢。
As I'll be using it to keep up to date on your progress.
Yes, Professor.
Come and find me in my classroom
Yes,
after you've
Professor.
attended both classes today, and I'll explain more about those assignments I mentioned. And we'll see if we can't get you to Hogsmeade for those supplies.
不是很想跟他讲话，然后他一直在看我，他一直在看我。我就看你什么时候要跟我讲话啊。
他一脸就是你不跟我讲话吗？
来啊，来，我在等你啊，我在等你开口。哎，为什么还不讲话呢？为什么还不跟我对话呢？
为什么还
确实是哥布林嘛？
不是吧？是谁？容易可以拿的。你俩就眼镜跟那个手套而已。
好废，
看，好直接，
就会拿外观。
哇，我好多东西哦。好啦，好啦。
It's good to see you, Professor.
And you. I was hoping our paths would cross today, before you immersed yourself in studies. Did I hear you and Professor Weasley talking about exploring ruins?
She caught me off guard. I didn't tell her anything else about our travels here. I will say, I think she suspects we're not being entirely forthcoming.
Yes, well, Professor Weasley is a brilliant and astute witch. It was right to keep the details to yourself for now. We don't know where this path we've embarked upon will lead. It may require a bit more flexibility with your time than she would approve of. And she may feel obliged to share details with the headmaster that would be better left between us.
Understood, Professor.
Good. Now, as capable as you are, I believe the ability you possess obliges you to be well trained. Happily, you have the benefit of an exceptionally skilled team of witches and wizards to guide you. Speaking of guides, and so that I may avoid another not-so-subtle reproof from Professor Weasley, why don't I show you the clever enchantment we included in the field guide's map? Unfold it and have a look.
Uh-huh. 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 速钱欸，我没有想到这个。
The map is enchanted to help you find your way.
This will be incredibly helpful. Thank you.
Now, sounds like you've quite a day ahead, what with classes and a trip to Hogsmeade for supplies, including your own wand. You'll enjoy Mr. Ollivander. He's an exceptional craftsman and a good friend. I shall reach out when I have more information about our mysterious locket. For now, focus on your classes and pay attention. More than your owls may hinge on the magic you are able to master within these walls.
终于哦。我偷偷跟着他。
Lumos. Lumos.
哎，人呢？
哎，
哦，他进来。
跳去。
干！你几万下不去。想要骑扫把。呀，他也在看我。我躲，这样就可以了，是不是？
赐福。
Revelio.
这样应该就可以了。It was an accident. 哦，那个谁的猫啊？
卖教授的猫。
那不是教授，那好像是工友吧？
哦。大家呢
Lumos.
干好废哦，这样都跳不下去。
Revelio.
哎呦
Lumos.
What the hell is this?
Revelio.
那看来
哦，
看起来
按右键可以瞄准的。
哦，终于知道了。
Revelio.
这看起来是要塞一个奇怪的图片进去。
哎，打到了！天，
所以你杀他了吗？
我没有杀他，但是他好像有被打到的感觉，我还是不要。哎，前面有宝箱怪是不是？
哪里？我手都不会喘。
Protego.
对，我还有这个咒。
Professor Ronan tends to go on a bit.
Revelio.
Sometimes I have to remind him to finish the lesson.
Everything from Disney. Some of us don't necessarily want him to get back to the lesson.
Then the werewolves
魔
joined
咒
the
学
goblins
教
in the
室。
uprising.
Werewolves, where were you? In the Goblin Rebellion of
And by the end of
1752?
it, the Minister for Magic was Albert Boot.
No, it wasn't.
Oh, what fun! I won't say my goodbyes. I shall cheer for the boy who says you're telling
I'm not
lies.
telling lies,
这几
Peeves.
米哦。
It was Albert Boot.
No, it wasn't. It was Basil Flack.
Ooh, fight, fight! It's a bold attack. Was the Minister a boot or the Minister a flack?
Huh?
Stop it, Peeves. You'll get us in trouble.
In trouble
Revelio.
you'll be, but you can't give Peeves a smack. She says it's a boot,
Protego.
and he says it's a flack.
Peeves,
打他吗？
enough. You'll get us all detention. And you're both
独角
wrong
兽是这
anyway.
一个。
It was Hephaestus Gore.
It wasn't boot and it wasn't flack, but
那
you're
你
all
是哪
in
一个？
trouble with Professor
不知道。
Black.
问号。
问号。可以开门吧？
有丑啊，皮皮。哦。
What was that for?
What? 不管了，只要点起来就可以了吧？那个，看起来是哦。OK。
Everyone pulled off their boots.
上课喽！哎，我还以为是只有史莱哲林的啊，对哦，是同一堂，是一堂课，有各个学院的都有在哦。
Hello, I am Nettie. So you are the new student. Have you met Professor Ronan yet?
You are nasty. You nasty son of a bitch.
Shall we begin? Welcome to year 5 of charms. Now, this will be a crucial year in your education on the art of charm work. But I am confident that we will take hold with the passion and rigor requisite of such a challenge. Right, now, everyone, please open your textbooks to page 517. But before we begin, can anyone here tell me the difference between the incantations of the color change and growth charms? Anyone? Anyone?
Do you like girly?
I am afraid it is too late to study now. My, the summer months must have really taken a toll on you all. By the looks of it, you all spent your holidays practicing Obliviate on one another. Do you even remember how to perform a basic summoning charm? Well, it seems that we are in dire need of review. Everyone get into pairs and take positions on opposite sides of the classroom. Now let's put those textbooks to use as the blunt objects you so believe they are, and take turns summoning them out of one another's hands. Only one book will be needed per partnership, Miss Dale. Thank you. Get into place now.
Dale.我实在不是很懂要干嘛，为什么要？Akio。
That is not bad.
You are a swift learner. I see a lot of potential, but remember, potential is nothing without practice. Keep at it. You might just rival Miss Onai here. Very good, everyone. That's enough of that. Well, as you all seem to have the basics down, and it is an exceptionally lovely day, I was thinking that we might have ourselves a little excursion outside for a spot of fresh air. After me.
是跟他出去，我还以为他要出去。然后，那我出去抽个烟了，大家拜拜。
跟他去呼吸新鲜空气，是干脆抽烟吧？这个。
对吧？你们在教室再练一下，我出去外面呼吸一下。
I've always found that fun goes hand in hand with mastery, as I'm sure the Quidditch players amongst us would agree. So, what better than a bit of sport to put our prowess with the summoning charm to the test, right? So why don't we have our newest student start us off?
为什么他经常会尬笑？
还好他的头没有一直摇来摇去。
Very simply, cast Accio on one of the spheres and relinquish your charm at the last possible moment. Now, think of this like gobstones, if you will. But instead of throwing the marbles
用
out,
数先
you
把
are
球拉
summoning
过来，
them
然后放到那个数字
The
的
trick is to
板子上
pull
面
the。sphere as far as possible, but not a bit more, or it'll fall. Splendid!
哦，我掉去了。
Happens to the best of us.
Motherfucker!
That's it! Very good! Points to Slytherin. But there's certainly no sport in playing without some friendly competition. Miss Onai, would you care to give our new student a bit of a challenge? Come on up.
最好不要哦，我的。
You'll be the blues, just as before, and Miss Onai, you are playing red. Clear?
哦，你可以把他球撞下去，哎。
真假的？等一下哦，球场规则。
Be sharp.
哦，一人一次。
That is how it's done.
哎，我的。
Accio.
哎呦，哎呦，哎呦。
Very good.
Watch this.
所以我可以撞他，把他球撞下去哦。
那可以吧？
I will get you back for that. Let us see this.
Abracadabra! Come on.
Yes.
你他妈才80分而已，等一下。哎，太快了
A perfect score. Remarkable.
我这样有没有很下流啊？
这是一个正常竞技啊。
反正我是史莱哲林的学生嘛 ，OK 啊。
I think we are well past interesting at this point.
I'll say.
Enough chatter. Focus now. You will need it. This round settles it all.
Here we go. That is how it's done.
Akio.
啊，完了。
Stay focused.
忘记要再重 double click。没关系，我会再把他的球撞下去的。哎呦，是哦，直接一次中2颗哦。啊，完了，我们分。哦 ，damn。
Let us see this.
他们不应该放开的。
There we go.
Akio.
完了。那个重新开始怎么按？
Keep trying.
Very good, both of you. Well done. Class is dismissed. Gather your things on the way out.
Well done back there. You took the loss in stride. Didn't want to go too easy on you. Took me weeks to become proficient with Akio. Took weeks for me to get anything right when I transferred here. It gets easier, I promise.
可以不要吵吗？
That's good to hear. It's a lot to take in all at once.
To put it lightly, I remember how I felt when I first arrived. I transferred here from Wagadu just before my 4th year. My mother received an offer to teach divination here.
Wakanda.
Before I knew it, we had left Uganda and were halfway around the world at a new school in a new country.
This may seem an odd question, but is magic the same there as it is here?
Mostly, yes. But I did have to learn how to use a wand when I arrived here. Hardly anyone at Wagadu uses one.
Wagadu.
You can cast spells without a wand?
Oh, yes. I find wandless magic to be much more instinctive. Not to mention quite convenient if one is without their wand. I must admit, however, that I am growing quite fond of using a wand. It seems very dramatic.
教授在后面很无奈。
Is Wagadu much bigger than Hogwarts?
Wagadu School of Magic is the largest wizarding school in the world. So yes, bigger than Hogwarts. But it never seemed intimidating or overwhelming to me. It always felt like home.
交换生。
Is Wagadu a castle like Hogwarts?
Its address is Mountains of the Moon. It is not so much a castle as a beautiful edifice carved out of the mountainside. I remember the first time I saw it, the mist was so thick I could hardly make out anything at all. And then it just materialized before me, this enormous school that seemed to be floating in midair.
It's nice to learn about another wizarding school.
Thank you for asking. I do miss Wagadu, but I am glad to be here at Hogwarts.
Wagadu.
Ah, I think Professor Ronan wants to talk to you. Better not keep him waiting.
Until
next time.
Of course, you can.
A word, if you would.
Humans. Accio is so inclined.
After my...
Well, you'd be using it on clothing, to be precise, Sebastian. You know it won't work on humans.
Professor Ronan reminds me of my grandfather. Loads of wisdom, but a bit mad.
You wanted to speak with me, Professor?
I did. I trust your first charms lesson lived up to expectation?
Well, an outdoor competition wasn't exactly the lesson I was expecting, sir.
What charm is there in the expected? Miss Onai is a talented witch. Take it in stride. One often gains the most from the battles one has lost.
Of course, Professor. It was a challenging match.
Miss Onai is always a fierce competitor,
那就是输了。
though I sense that she is a bit distracted of late. Now, Professor Weasley has asked that your professors give you instruction outside of the ordinary curriculum. Expect to hear from me soon regarding a special assignment that I am preparing for you.
什么时候才可以学那个啊？
你可以拿外观了呢。传奇手套，传奇披风。
我还以为我在玩那个中土世界。我还可以摧毁哦，超强！
它可以帮你掉哎，
就要小啦。
你戴帽子这样子看起来超蠢的啦。
哎，为什么不是红色的？米卡莎！哇，好像马术小弟啊，骑马的，还是这样比较好一点。睡衣。Collection， 哎呀，我不是有传奇披风吗？为什么那个？刚刚没看到传奇披风。哦，那是还没解到。我们去玩一下黑魔法。
Hello there. You're the new student, aren't you?
Hello. You wanted to speak to me?
Samantha Dale. I've been eager to meet you. You're the student everyone's been whispering about. Hope your first day's going well. You certainly seem to hold your own in charms.
I've been fortunate. Beginner's luck.
My brother William would tell you not to be so humble and to trust your abilities. Then again, he tends to be overconfident in his. Well, better see to my charms homework. I'm afraid I can't count on beginner's luck to impress Professor Ronan.
Revelio.
Ah! 跳不下去。
Accio.
Oh, I'm sorry. 靠腰哦，我怎么他妈突然拿起来了？ I'm sorry about that. 上课喽！
Is that all you've got? Yeah.
Levioso!
Professor Hecat!
Perhaps you'd be good enough to blast each other to pieces in your own time. I get new students every year, but I only have one Hebridean black skull. It was a token from the Great Poacher Raid of 1878. No doubt you've heard of it. Now, you may be asking yourself how an old woman like me single-handedly took out the largest poacher ring in eastern Wales and lived to boast about it. Knowledge. To the wise, age matters very little. Today we will review a spell that has saved me from death at the hands of dark wizards more times than I care to remember. Levioso.
Levioso? A levitation charm?
Levioso! A surprised opponent is a weak opponent. Care to defend yourself, Master Pruitt? No? One thing I've learned as an unspeakable is the value of simplicity, especially in the heat of battle. Now, let's practice what we've just learned, starting with something small.
Leviosa. Leviosa.
Levioso.
Now, let's try something a little larger. Let us begin with the basic cast. See how the dummy deflected your cast?
Uh-huh.
This time, cast Levioso first, then the basic cast. Remember, a surprised opponent is a weak opponent.
Levioso.
Good. Now, well done.
Levioso.
Very good. But the best way to practice is by dueling. We'll start with you two. Duelists, take your marks.
Time for a proper Hogwarts welcome.
Now, I want a fair duel, using only Levioso, basic cast, and Protego. You may begin.
Levioso, this can't be your first duel. Let's just say I'm a quick learner. Protego, stupid Levioso. Complicates things.
I do.
我快把他打死他了。然后我把他打下去。
Not bad for a beginner. You give as good as you get.
完了，我要被报复了。
I put you on the spot, and you rose to the challenge. Points to Slytherin.
Thank you, Professor Hecat. Glad to have the opportunity to practice.
If what I've seen today is any indication, we can expect great things from you. I demand excellence from my students. They are capable of achieving it, and they must achieve it. A classroom duel is one thing, but battling dark wizards, or as ever more likely, goblins, is a different kettle of Grindylows entirely.
Understood, Professor.
So, I'd advise you to keep practicing whenever you can. Perhaps Mr. Sallow will have some ideas for you. Again, well done today. I shall reach out soon with additional assignments. All right. That's enough spirit.
I'd hate to face Professor Hecat in a duel.
Oh, I'm not much for dueling.
You dueled Sebastian. He's strong competition.
Huh. Always thought Levioso was for first years. Not anymore.
Accio. Levioso.
东西不是应该要浮起来吗？好不？
Nice work.
I enjoyed that.
Well, that duel was quite something. Everyone will be talking about it.
It was certainly good practice.
Practice? Felt more like I was dueling an expert. Didn't expect a new student to be so deft with a wand. Then again, perhaps this wasn't your first duel.
我之前进行过魔杖战斗。
I've dueled enough. Consider yourself lucky I held back.
我不想说。
Fair enough. You owe me an honest duel when you aren't. You know, you might be a perfect fit for a certain exclusive, unsanctioned duel
赚钱的地方来咯。
Exclusive and unsanctioned. Count me in.
Excellent. Knew I was right about you. If you want to get the most out of your time at Hogwarts, you're going to need to break the rules now and then. Whether it's joining a secret dueling club, or sneaking into the restricted section of the library, you just have to be clever enough not to get caught.
Thank you, Sebastian. I'll keep that in mind.
Good. Pleasure chatting with you. I'm sure I'll see you soon. Perhaps somewhere unsanctioned? We'll see if your performance today was sheer luck or actual skill. Look for Luke and Brattleby near the clock tower entrance. If you're interested. Till next time.
Protego! Revelio!
又有新任务了，是不是？决斗社团。好嘞，上面、下面哪里？我上看、下看、左看、右看。原来每个女孩都不简单。
靠屁！
左看右看，上看下看。
Revelio.
Patrol 的。刚刚有什么声音？积极护法现身。
哎呀，差不多时间了，差不多时间了。OK， 我先下了。
好。皮皮鬼。
OK， 拜拜。
拜拜。
Here I've come from the toilet bowl where she said I could swim, did you Praxia mole? As long as for only time per week, I can plunge the boy's lavatory, not for the meek.
Please, Peeves, you'll make me late.
He tried to stop me, did rancorous carp, sought to trap me, confine me inside of a jar. But he failed, as did his containment charms, so I took my revenge to wreak havoc.
驱逐皮皮鬼。
Glad you could make it. Lucan's just over there.
Revelio. Levioso.
어허. 지가 거기 있잖아.
Can I help you?
Sebastian told me to see you about a club.
If Sebastian vouches for you, that's all I need to know. I coordinate duels for crossed ones. A dueling club of sorts. It's invitation only, so you must have really impressed Sebastian.
I'm flattered to hear that. Sebastian's not a bad duelist either.
Imagine it's quite something to see the two of you duel.
How does cross wands work exactly?
You show up, I match you with other duelists, and whoever is still standing in the end wins. It's our way of determining the school's greatest duelist once and for all. And to liven things up, the winner is awarded a prize. Interested?
Of course. Dueling's an entertaining pastime.
I agree. Besides, in crossed ones, you could duel with a partner if you like. Your first time I'll pair you with Sebastian. Next time, you'll need to bring a partner along, or duel alone. So, care to step into the ring?
Get me in the ring.
Spectacular! Let the fireworks begin!
We'll make you regret signing up.
Levioso! Lumos! Protego!
Don't shy away now.
Descendo! Stupid one! Levioso!
Give him more force!
Fringo!
Exalto!
You're better than that! Stupid one! Levioso! Levioso! Protego! Stupid one! Fringo! Stupid one! There goes my way. Levioso! Confringo!
Perhaps one day I'll sign up for a round.
一直狂往前。
Nice work. Sebastian wasn't wrong about you. There's strong competition ahead, but keep this up and you could be the next school champion.
Brilliant. Count me in.
I shall. Now, it takes time to organize these duels, but check with me later. I may have something lined up for you. Again, congratulations on your first crossed ones victory. Well fought. Hope to see you back here again.
What the?
Protego! Revelio!
Next time you need a partner for crossed wands, don't hesitate to call on me.
Okay. What the?
I feel sorry for your next opponent.
Just wait till I've grown a bit. Then we'll see how well you do.
Protego! Revelio!
What the hell, man?
Protego! Revelio!
What the hell is this place? Oh, yes. 受伤。
Professor Black glanced at me the other day.
有钱，我捡到钱了。
Revelio. Accio.
Where the hell?
Revelio. Accio. Levioso.
Oh. そういうこと。这个门是他们不同宿舍的那个。
Revelio. Revelio.
Oh. Oh, wow. Look at this.
Revelio.
I've always said that travel broadens the mind.
Spint witches is my favorite. At least I get to see all the brooms, even if I can't afford one myself.
Revelio.
Wish I could
Lumos.
afford my own
Sorry.
Spint witches. We have the most annoying of all the prefects, I swear. Our doors are trudging.
Revelio.
Off on another adventure, are we?
Revelio.
Never forget what that.
再上一次就好了。
What about the room, Professor?
I was thinking the same thing, Deke. Perhaps you could help.
Oh, excuse, Deke.
Ah, there you are. I trust your first classes went well?
They did, Professor.
I heard as much from Professors Hecat and Ronan. Seems Professor Fig taught you quite a bit during your brief detour near... what was it you said? Some ruins? I'd wager there's a good deal more to your travels here than what you've told me. Isn't there?
Have you and Professor Fig not discussed my training?
He continues to be reticent about the details, mentioning only a few spells. Revelio, was it? And Lumos?
That's correct, Professor.
I see. Like trying to get a sonnet from a streeler. Regardless, you must continue to build upon what you've learned. In that regard, I've asked your professors to help hasten your progress with some extra assignments.
Professor Ronan did mention something about that.
In fact, Professor Ronan will meet you outside momentarily to assign your first one. Now, regarding the trip to Hogsmeade I mentioned earlier, we've arranged to replace the supplies lost on your way here, including seeds, potion recipes, and spellcrafts.
Thank you, Professor.
And Mr. Ollivander will connect you with the perfect wand. You've managed your classes well with a borrowed wand, but you'll find the magic you cast with your own wand to be far superior.
Can you tell me more about the potions, Professor?
J. Pippin's Potions stocks a wide array of potions ingredients, although they rarely sell recipes. Professor Sharp asked that they have a couple of particular recipes on hand for you.
I've never heard of a spellcraft before, Professor. What is it?
A spellcraft is a recipe of sorts used when conjuring objects. I shall explain more about them when you begin working with transfiguration magic.
There's an Ollivander's in Hogsmeade.
There is. Most people are familiar with the shop in Diagon Alley. We're fortunate to have someone like him nearby. Mr. Ollivander is a genuine craftsman and highly skilled wand maker. I would trust no one else to pair me with a wand.
I'm eager to get to Hogsmeade.
Very well. I'd like you to make your first visit to the village with a classmate. Help you get your bearings. Perhaps Sebastian Sallow or Natsai Onai. I've noticed you spending time with them.
I'd like to go with Sebastian.
Glad to hear it. Mr. Sallow is a capable young wizard, and he knows the area. He'll keep you well clear of any of Victor Rookwood's undesirables en route.
Rookwood?
A rather unsavory local. Best to avoid him and his associates, including his right hand of sorts, Theophilus Harlow, if you can. Once you've finished Professor Ronan's assignment, your friend will meet you at the castle doors. No time to waste. The sooner you complete your work, the sooner you can enjoy a butterbeer at the Three Broomsticks.
Revelio.
Huh? What? 后面有猫。
Revelio.
Oh.
Ah, there you are.
You have a new spell to teach me, Professor.
Indeed I do, and an exceedingly useful one at that. The mending charm, Reparo. Fixes things right up, makes a broken object good as new in the blink of an eye.
It seems as if that might come in handy.
More frequently than one would imagine. As Professor Weasley mentioned, I am not the only one who will be teaching you spells outside of class in an effort to catch you up with your peers. A number of your professors have agreed to do so as well, but first, each shall ask that you complete a few preliminary tasks to hone your magic. I have arranged some for today. See them through and then report back to me. We will have you casting Reparo in no time.
Why must I first complete tasks to learn Reparo?
No lesson or lecture can compare to first-hand experience. And these tasks should provide you with just that. Such experience is invaluable when mastering any new bit of magic.
I'll start on the task right away, Professor.
好吧，今天就先玩到这样。怎么结束啊？退出游戏。是。好了。等下再上传。